Rock and roll, man. Welcome in, Tommy BANZ.
Thank you for having me, man.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
No doubt. All right, we're jump right in things, man. I'm just gonna hit you with some questions.
Cool.
Guys, welcome to the next Fire Convo. This is episode, I believe, number 7. This is one of my good friends, Tommy. I've been doing a lot of music videos for him. He's a phenomenal artist, a really good songwriter, and I think he's just got a lot of unique talent. So wanted to bring him on. He was willing to come on over to the crib. So we're gonna hit the podcast. We're chilling. It's a nice, good Friday night, and glad you're here, brother. So
Thank you, man.
I think let's just let the convo kind of go where it needs to. But let's start off kind of you as an artist, and more so you as kind of like coming from the same town, South Side area as us, and what is your background and what is kind of some of the milestones in your life set you up for the things that you're going towards right now,
Yeah, so I mean, well, right now I'm just working in sales, working over at Career Builder. Had some experience with that. It's going good right now. Yeah, we're from the same neighborhood. I know we went to the same high school as well. I lived in South Side all my life. I mean, I lived in Oak Lawn until I was about 14, then I moved over to the South Side. And then I just started messing around with music really during the shutdown and COVID. I started messing around with like rap stuff. Until about October, about last year in October, I started messing around with the alternative, and that's where things really, really started to click for me. So that's where people really started to get dialed in with that. And yeah, man, I've been doing music for about a couple years, and yeah, working on a lot of different things now. I'm very excited to see what's coming.
Nice, dude. Yeah, and it's been actually cool seeing. So one of my personal first music video was with Tommy. His first song, which was Fake Ass Rappers, which was fire. Went to the city, filmed a bunch of awesome scenes, and that was when you kind of originally started kind of your first into like the rap game and kind of putting your first steps out there,
that was
right?
like my first real drop, like dropping a song that I actually made in the studio instead of just like playing around on GarageBand and stuff. And yeah, man, we really killed that video. You killed that video. We woke up at like 5:30 in the morning for that shit, and
right.
it was fun, man. Yeah, that was a great time.
So you brought up like GarageBand and kind of when you were younger, were you doing stuff kind of like making beats or like even just the graphic design, like things like that?
Dude, I've always like been on and off with writing and writing songs and stuff. I always like sang and stuff. I just never really brought that out to the public. Like, I don't know if you remember, but like the high school we went to, man, that I would have gotten ripped apart, I think. Yeah. That stuff was really easy to hate on, and I was kind of scared, so I kind of held back on that. And like I played sports too, so I mean I kind of just stuck with that for a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, after a while I kind of just said screw it and then started doing it.
Right. What's I guess let's go even farther, is like young childhood. What was, I remember it was funny, I found some things back when I was a youngster. They asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. Never would have thought that I would have said this when I was a young kid, but I said I wanted to be a president. President of the United States, right? And it was crazy to look back on it, and, obviously I'm not the president of the United States, but, I have my own companies, which is a really kind of cool way of how I've kind of manifested some things growing up. So, like, was there anything when you were super young that almost you kind of, was it maybe an artist or like anything that kind of stumbled you onto this, or?
No, I mean, when I was little, I always told myself I'm either going to do sports or something creative. It was always in between those, but I always knew I was going to do something along these lines if it wasn't sports.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, dude, and what's, I know you just dropped an awesome song from the summer about Chicago.
Yeah,
which is
man.
Badass. Just listened to it actually before you got here, and what's kind of like the, give me the meaning behind that. What's the message?
It's honestly just like your any typical party song, but I mean, I named it Chicago Summer Nights. It's available on all streams right now. Basically, man, I just wanted to set the tone. I mean, everybody knows that summer in Chicago is insanely fun.
Right.
I didn't want to make it too high tempo. I wanted to make it just right, come in the middle between, making it a slow song or a high tempo song. It's a really soothing song. It gets you in the vibe, and I think it's perfect for when you're day drinking with your friends or at brunch or just things like that. It's just a really nice song to just chill with. Roll the windows down and just vibe.
No, that's exactly what I felt when I was listening to it. So
Yeah.
kudos to that. Hell of a video, or hell of a good song. We got to get a hell of a video together.
Video is coming soon, man. It's just trying to get a lot of things set straight with it. It's also a lot of money right now.
No doubt. Well, that's that's a big thing with our where we're at, and I think kind of just we got to take the certain situations, a bunch of kind of day jobs. I look at things as we have a lot of earned income, we have portfolio income, we have asset income, and this is a lot of where you got to grind, take your earned income, help reinvest into things that
Yep.
Whereas let's say if you stick to just trying to your portfolio income, like if you're into crypto or stocks or anything like that, or assets, which would be like getting your money from homes and stuff. When we're young and you don't have that much income in itself, how do you get started? So like it's definitely a tough grind, and I think the biggest thing is to keep sticking at it, and keep getting a lot of reps, a lot of at bats. I look at a lot of things with when you relate things to art, which music and anything like that is for sure an artistic approach. So you got to take it as many at bats as you can. The more reps, the more you kind of feel things out. You really kind of use your consumers and your people that are listening as your feedback. You can't necessarily say that a song that you put out is high quality. Your audience is what tells you that, right?
Yeah.
So in your mind, you can't be biased and like for example, if I make a video, I can't say like, oh, this is gonna be the greatest video of all time, and then you put it out and it gets no engagement. You gotta let them talk.
That's literally the hardest thing about music is like the promoting and all that, because you could have a fire song, like you could have a really great song, but if you don't put in the work to promote it, it's not going anywhere.
Yep.
And I mean, what's even crazier sometimes is you could promote it as much as possible. I mean, anything at the end of the day with music is if it's not good, it's not getting out, no matter how much you promote it.
Yep.
If anything, it might get big somehow on accident, but like people will just know it as a bad song. I don't know if you remember Ice JJ Fish.
No.
You remember that dude?
No.
Dude, that fucking guy is like, you're not the kind of girl. This man got famous on like Vine because he had the worst song in the world.
Dude.
He promoted the shit out of it,
Right.
but not for the right reason. But like that's the thing in music, you could have the worst song if you promote it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just about having a good song.
Yeah, and I think having like a lot of kind of empathy behind it too. I guarantee that guy who might have made a super lame song, he might have put out 1,000 lame songs before that.
Yeah.
And people kind of knew that he was trying or felt it.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of what I've noticed just with for sure in like your style of things is you definitely have putting your style into your mindset. You weren't really kind of making songs that people just wanted to hear, but also it was like you had your mindset onto all of them, which is good, and definitely keep rocking with all that.
Yeah, and like what I noticed about music too, and not acting like I know everything about music because I don't. I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be, but what I've noticed is that every artist is one song away. I mean, that's what's interesting about it. You could try every day. You could just have to put out song after song every day and not get it, but really, you're really just one song away. You can make a really shitty song 2 weeks in a row, and then someday that shit might hit.
Right.
And you never know.
No, I'm a big believer on exponential growth and essentially levels, and
Yeah.
let's say you put out songs and songs and songs, or you do reps and reps, you're trying to get better. I relate a lot of things even to the gym, and you're always right before your biggest outcome is right before your most biggest failure, and it's always like that. The hardest barrier you're about to break through is then where your next level is, and you just got to keep thinking, when most of the outside noise is what brings those things down on you, but really just got to roll with those punches, make sure you could get onto that next round, because that's where growth is always on, right after the hardest times. I think we're going to take a short little break, get a little quenched. We're sipping on digital nutrition right now.
Yep.
This is our super aminos. How you thinking?
Dude, this stuff is amazing, man. You really did a great job with this shit.
Appreciate it, brother. If you guys want it, www.trailblazethefuture.com if you want to be a trailblazer. This is the lemon lime super aminos. Right. All right, and we're back. That was kind of lame. And welcome back. All right, hold
Welcome back, you fucking idiots.
What's up with the lighting? Hold on, lighting's kind of fucked up. There we go. Alright, we're back with my boy Tommy. We're gonna go off on a little bit more of a tangent on things. Get into kind of like what he was branching off in with Chicago Summer Nights. I want to kind of get into more of that, just like being also both sides of things, you know, having entrepreneurship, having your hustle, having your grind, having focus, but also having a good balance of living a good life, because I'm a big believer, and one, I want to live to 250 years old, and if you think I can't do it, let's go compete against me. But I'm going to try my best, because I think people just, they don't have the good balance in life, and they don't necessarily want to move forward because they're not excited about the future. So I think the only way to have that is to have good balance of, you know, work life and a good balance of having fun and, you know, being with friends and family. So I want to get into a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. And if you guys, or if you want to dig deep into any questions, feel free to bounce back. But let me start off with, what's your favorite beer?
Favorite beer? Dude, I love my Corona with a lime. I like to, you know, I'll chill on my Bud Light sometimes when I'm low on cash. when I'm very low on cash, I'll chill on the Bud Lights. But when I'm doing decently, I like to have a Corona with a lime for sure, or Modelo. Any Hispanic beer is
Nice.
the best.
I agree with it. I'm a big Modelo fan. If you had to take a shot, what's the shot of?
I'm dirty, bro. I'm smacking a Fireball. It's disgusting.
All right.
The worst
He's
thing in the world.
guy.
So I remember my dumbass became a club promoter when I was 21, and so it was a lot of tequila shots. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like that shit tastes good, man. I don't care. I hate tequila. The only thing not that I can only handle Fireball. It's just like, I don't know. Fireball.
Just trying to beat around the bush, but yeah.
Yeah, no
Fireball.
chance. Trying to make everybody no, dude, you're a dirty fucker.
Yeah, correct. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not into, you know, drugs and that side of things. You have a few beers and kind of things like that, but you've never kind of really gone down that road. And I know a lot of artists have, so like...
Weed sometimes, but
Right.
like I'd hate weed, dude. That shit makes me so scared.
Really?
Yeah. Smoke enough weed, I get scared and paranoid, and no, it's not for me.
So just, you know, have some drinks and... that's kinda you.
Drinks, and have a horrible hangover for
Yep.
2 days.
Well, I've got aminos for you if you need
Yeah,
it.
does that help
your
for
recovery.
hangovers?
Big time, dude. We're loaded. We've got more than 5,000
I've been trying
milligrams
coconut. I've been
of
trying coconut water.
coconut water.
It tastes like shit, but like
Yeah.
you
Coconut
feel like
water.
a new man after, and you're like, let's go to brunch.
Right. The main thing is good with coconut water is making sure that it has electrolytes. So they work together. Basically, the electrolytes flood your tissues with the coconut water, and that's usually got high sodium. And but yeah, amino acids are great because those are branched chain amino acids, which are broken down forms of protein. So you're definitely dehydrated. It starts going towards your muscles for energy. You want to repair that. So I'm actually creating a performance drink right now for digital nutrition. It's going to be called Meta Energy, and it's going to be high. It's going to be as if Gatorade and a Pedialyte had a baby. That's going to be it, right? So be on the lookout for that. After your hangovers, after some beers, try that out. All right, but let's branch off a little bit on kind of what's your goals and where you're headed in the future. You know, like if you could put yourself, you know, 10 years out, what do you see yourself doing? Where you at? Where do you want to be? How are you gonna get there?
Yeah, 10 years is a little far to think about right now. But I'll tell you, like in the next couple years, I mean, I plan to move to LA. I mean, I'm the type of guy, like I'm not trying to act like you know, just came out of nowhere and just doing this music thing because I'm bored and, you know, want clout. I mean, I actually think that I could do this, and I'm very confident about it. And, you know, I want to move to LA because that's where it's at. That's where all the producers are. That's where the scene is. And, you know, I'm the type of guy where, like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm not just gonna sit back and half-ass it. So yeah, I mean, I see myself out there just grinding and stuff, getting what I need to get done. Trying to get as many listeners as possible. It's kind of hard with the type of music I'm doing. I'm doing like alternative slash some hip hop verses sometimes, but in Chicago it's hard to get people to listen to that type of music. So I just think that going out west, they're more down for that type of sound. So yeah, I mean, I'm out in LA in a couple years. Excuse me, I'm grinding, doing my thing, and doing what I gotta do.
Nice. I mean, I think that you made a good point because usually most people their kind of excuse for going out to Cali is because that's where they think they'll make it. But I did like where you said honestly, realistically, people will listen to that style of vibe a lot more than
Yeah.
for sure. At least in where we live
Out
in
here,
our
I mean,
neighborhood.
it's more hip hop out here, which
Right.
is dope. Like, I mean, I'm a big hip hop guy.
Right.
But I mean, it's just harder out here, especially with going to open mics and performing and being the only one. I mean, you came to my last concert.
Yeah.
I was the only one that did alternative while
Yeah, that was
everybody was
sick.
doing drill music, which is awesome. Like, I'm a big fan of that. But I just want people who actually listen to that. I don't want to perform for people that that don't listen to alternative. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And I think I may have brought this up a while ago, but obviously I'm into blockchain and a lot of non-fungible token work and stuff like that. I don't know if you've caught wind about it in the music world, and I think I may have brought it up months ago to you, but now I'm even more solidified into the idea. And how much knowledge do you have in blockchain?
None, dude. I haven't gotten in any of that, to be honest.
So there's no crypto investing, and don't like if
No.
you're not like it's all
No
good.
crypto, no NFT,
Nothing.
nah,
Gotcha.
not
And
really.
what is steering you away, or why haven't you?
It's not that it steered me away. It's just like with the stuff that I'm doing now. I'm just more dialed in with the stuff that I'm doing now, and just not that I don't have time. I have plenty of time to like go and try other shit,
Right.
but I just haven't chose to. I mean, I'm choosing on my free time to pick up the guitar again or just live a regular life and watch TV and just go out with friends. So yeah, it's just more of what I'm choosing to do.
Right. So is money it's like money a big focus to you? Or you just kind of more so in the enjoyment?
Yeah,
of, like,
money
the
mon-
process?
money is a focus to me, but the thing is, like, I'm working a sales job right now, and all I want to do right now is just save and then have a balance social life with that. Because I'm saving money so I could invest it in myself with the music stuff. I work 9 hours a day. The rest of the time I have with the day I use towards music or just chilling. I don't want to overwhelm myself with anything that I don't want to do right now.
It's good. No, that's good, man. That's what I preach is, you got to do what you love, but also the things that you hate, you also have to do as well, because that's what makes people disciplined and really pushes people past what most people do. Luckily, if you could do what you love and then make financials from it, that's best case scenarios.
Yep.
But there's never really a world or never really a successful life that I think only does what they love at all times. Like there's got to be a balance of you doing also things that suck, because that's what needs to be done. And finding that back to balance. And I'm not some guy that's all about that, because one, I don't agree in creating a balanced lifestyle, but it's more so just the eggs in as many different baskets.
That
as
could just be me
possible.
talking shit. I don't
Yeah.
I don't completely live balancedly. Like there's times
Yeah.
I slip a lot. Like
Right. No, I mean slipping is fun. What's your thoughts on the lemon lime flavor?
Dude, it's so good. I love lemon lime, so I drink lime or lemonade all the time, especially when I put tequila in it.
Smart man.
You should put tequila in there.
Try some tequila in it. That's good.
Maybe you don't get a hangover. Do you think you don't get a hangover? You
If
put the
drink it
tequila
together,
in the
no,
amino acids?
zero hangover.
Dude, that's sick.
These are super products.
Start
It's
doing
called
that.
super aminos. And by the way, it comes with an NFT. First supplement company to sell supplements linked to non-fungible tokens on the blockchain. If you don't have a crypto wallet, you can still get the products. But when you buy the product, there is a wallet address that you could add in. Just let me know your blockchain, and I'll get you that token. Super cool, play to earn aspect to it all. All right, Simon, let's finish off this combo, dude. You got a song you're working on, or also just let me know about kind of if you were launching a song, or we've got another artist that's out there, how could they improve? How can they kind of take some steps to get better? Any advertising tips, any just exposure, networking, fill the boys in, boys and girls. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, marketing and stuff, I think your best bet right now is TikTok. I think if you're not taking advantage of TikTok right now, you're insane, because that is the best place where you get any type of exposure. One thing when you are doing TikTok is really make sure you know the hashtags that you're putting in, really be unique. I heard something where if you're putting FYP, hashtag FYP or hashtag For You page, TikTok just kind of puts you on like a default like little list there and doesn't even put your thing out there. So you got to be really unique on your hashtags. You also got to really make the quality good. I mean, you could put 4 TikToks a day for a month. If the quality isn't there, if the music isn't good, it's not getting out. If you're going to use Instagram to market yourself, one cool trick you could do is go to the search bar and go to your location. Type in my case, I would type in Chicago. Go to the top posts and just for 10-15 minutes, like and comment on everybody's picture. And that's how you could get a lot of engagement that way. And then, I mean, also if you're in a position like me, working 9 to 5, I pay for a marketing agency every time. I just started with this new song, so pay for a marketing agency to market my music too. So if you're working a 9 to 5, invest that money that you're making, especially for promotions, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, anything you could do to get it out there.
No, that's a good way. I mean, I'm a big believer in if you could turn $1 into 2, that's the way to go. So like in your case, if an artist could, pay for a little bit of advertising, but in hopes that you get twice the amount of exposure or engagement or whatever you kind of want to grow, and that's the best way to do it. That's how I look at it in investing. That's how I think you should look at it in, creating content, music, anything of that nature. So what's coming up next?
So I'm in, I don't know if I want to put out another single next or another EP. I have 9 good songs that would fit well with an album, but I mean, as everybody knows, like, if you don't have enough listeners, there's really no point in putting an album, because, if you're not big, nobody's gonna be down to listen to 9 songs from you, because why? Who the fuck are you? You're not interesting enough yet. I'm probably gonna put out a single next. What song it's gonna be, I'm not sure. I have about 30-40 songs I think that are done right now. But right now I just really want to focus on promoting the songs that I have out, because I'm not where I want to be. I mean, I have about 166 listeners a month. If I really want to try my best. Ever since meeting this new marketing agency, I want to try my best to market the songs that I have out already and try to get those listened to as much as possible. And hopefully if I get into the 10,000s amount of listeners, then I could think about dropping some more stuff. But right now, I'm in a big promoting stage right now. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to the studio. I'm going to the studio I'm at twice a month, getting 8-hour sessions. Getting as much music as I want possible. So yeah, I'm not sure which song yet, but definitely working on music all the time. Just in a big promotion stage right now.
Nice. I think you should do the album, dude. I think, one, it gives tons of content out there, which then you could use for your advertising, marketing, and you gotta go back to like, you gotta have some type of like, you got to jump a little bit in the deep end to hope that maybe one of those songs that you might not think will be the one ends up being the one. And I think, and yes, that could happen if you do the, one off at a time. But what if that opportunity almost passes just because you were breaking it up in the songs instead of the albums? So I'm not giving you it like, I would think. So sure. Might be a good idea. And what I think you should do, if you were to do an album, make it as if each song is a different episode. Definitely get videos on it all.
Oh, dude, I already I already know what each song, I planned it out, structured it and everything. It's just about, I have this great idea, is there enough people listening to me where it's worth it to put out? That's the only thing that a lot of artists will come in to conflict with, and that's the biggest challenge. So it's definitely smart for a lot of artists right now who are like me, who are unknown and don't have that many listeners yet, to put out a single and promote the shit out of it. But yeah, I mean, I would love to put out an album. I just want to make sure that people are down to listen to 10 songs from me.
Yeah. Who are your like favorite artists?
So I mean, I've listened to rap my whole life. I mean, I listen to everything though. I mean, I could genuinely enjoy, EDM, rap, rock, hip hop, country. Yeah, I listen to almost everything. Lately, ever since I've been doing alternative, I've been listening to nothing but pop punk, hardcore punk, a lot of type of punk music, alternative music. I've gone to nothing but alternative concerts this year. Just because it doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of any other genre anymore. It's just I'm taking a new interest into something that I didn't know I love so much. So I mean, right now, I'm listening to a lot of Green Day, a lot of Blink-182, Fall Out Boy,
Panic at the Disco,
Taking Back Sunday. We can name off Avril Lavigne. I mean, Machine Gun Kelly is doing really good with his new alternative stuff, in my opinion, right now. So that's really good to hear. But I mean, if we're talking about rap too, I mean, I listen to a lot of the great rap. I mean, I like Drake. Eminem's my favorite rapper of all time. I could listen to him all day. Drake, Lil Wayne, J. Cole, Kendrick, all those guys. I could go on and on.
Have you been to a lot of concerts or no?
Yeah. A lot of them. I haven't seen Eminem.
Right.
I haven't seen Drake. I would love to see them. I mean, I've seen Lil Wayne. I've seen J. Cole a few times. I'll probably see him again this year. I've seen Lil Baby. I'm excited to see Kid Laroi this year. That's gonna be dope. I've seen Post Malone. I've been to a lot of different concerts. But this year I've been to a lot of alternative. I think people are really missing out on a lot of good rock music that's going on. There's a lot of good modern punk right now. If you listen to Stand Atlantic or this other band called Hot Milk that I saw in this small ass bar in Chicago recently, they're gonna be huge. They're really good. There's another alternative band called Girlfriends that's big right now. Mod Sun is huge. All these great new punk has another wave slowly coming back right now, and it's awesome to see. So I just hope people could stretch their variety and listen to more of this type of music.
No doubt, brother. Well, anyways, Phil, thanks for coming out, bro. I appreciate the conversation. I think it was good fire conversation. I hope a lot of people could get some.
Go buy Digital Nutrition Super Aminos and go stream Chicago Summer Nights on all platforms.
No doubt. No, brother. Thanks for coming. Hopefully they could get a bunch of info from kind of what we talked about. But anyway, guys, maybe check out him, Tommy BANZ, on YouTube. Check out all his music, and we'll be coming out with some new stuff together eventually. But if not, he's got some new jams coming out. So either way, check out Digital Nutrition, and we'll see you guys in the next fire conversation. All right.